All right, here's your routine, Seth. I'll send you a picture of this. We got just a modified version of what you had. Leg Monday, back Wednesday, chest Friday. I did kind of like a little bit of a warm up and then a little bit of a workout here. We're doing swings every single day, 3 sets of 15, and we're supersetting those with the associated workout. So Mondays we're doing leg, we got goblet squats. I'm gonna show you those. After swings and goblet squats for 3 sets, we're gonna go down and we're gonna do these 3 exercises for 3 sets, and I'll show you all these. Wednesday, we're doing the same thing, swings, but wide grip pull-ups, just 5. We're just warming up, times 3. Then we're doing these 3, I'll show you. And then chest on Friday, we got swings with handlebar push-ups, which I'll show you. You can do use those kettlebells with it. And then we've got the same thing. So we'll do this for a month, and then we'll measure the results. And Colton? Yeah. Okay. So first off, whenever you're picking these up, moving them around, make sure that you're using the appropriate form. Make sure that you're doing just like you do with the workout. If I want this moved over there, I'm not gonna hang over and move it like this and throw my back out. We're training our nervous system with all this kettlebell workouts, and we're doing that so we can apply it to everything we do when we work, when we do jiu-jitsu, when we move a kettlebell. So you're programming your nervous system, so when you're done working out, don't use crappy form. Always use the right form. If I want to move this, I'm going to set it down over here. Now, with your swings, the beginning looks okay. You got a triangle right here. I want you to think of the first action as your hips going back like this to go down. My spine stays aligned when I go down to pick this up. My arms are hanging. There's no tension anywhere in the shoulder. The only tension is a little bit in the fingers, and a little bit in the forearms just to grip this. Okay, so now when I hike it, it's gonna naturally go backwards, and my weight is gonna be on my heel. I should be able to wiggle my toes from right here. I don't wanna be using my back, putting pressure on the knees. I wanna be seated with my hips doing the exercise. Now when I hike it back, it's gonna swing back, and then my hips are what's gonna thrust it forward, not my shoulders, okay? So it's going back, hips push it forward. You can tell the hips are pushing it if the kettlebell goes up like this. What I saw to you, Seth, is you're kind of going back, okay, but then you're going up like this. Your shoulders are too far forward. We want shoulders back, not tight, not squeezing. We just want them back with our chest out. Everything should be totally relaxed other than the grip right here. There's no strength being used, okay? So now, if I were just to kind of get this going, you see when it goes back, I'm just receiving it. And what's pushing it forward isn't my shoulders or my arms, not even really my legs. It's more my hips coming forward, okay? Now the hips, you can see as I start to get going, they shoot that kettlebell up. The kettlebell should not be going up here. It's just to here. It feels like you're not doing enough, but you pop that hip, okay? And then again, when you set it down, totally relaxed. Picking it up, totally relaxed. It's all hip, okay? So work on that form. We got swings as your first thing every day so that you can work on that form. It'll get better and better as you go, okay? So Mondays, we got swings and goblet squats. Okay, so your goblet squats, same thing. You're gonna pick it up the same way. I like to swing into stuff. So if you can pick it up to a swing and then pop it up to a upper position here. See how I'm gripping this, okay? It's tight to my chest. My feet, a little bit wider than shoulder width, toes a little bit out. Everybody's got a different squat stance. Main thing is knees over the feet and the load weighted on your heels, not over your toes, putting undue pressure on your knees, okay? Okay, so goblet squats, we're just holding here, and we're just going straight down, chest out, elbows in, all the way down low as you can go. When you're at the bottom, activate the glutes to get up. At the top, keep activating the glutes. See, it's the hips that go back, allow you down, and then it's the hips that go forward that allow you to come up. Really think of everything happening from your core here, okay? So 10 of those, then you'll just set it down with good form, okay? Next thing on Mondays is we got 3 exercises that we're doing, 3 sets of 5, okay? Double kettlebell squat. So this one, so you're going to put both the kettlebells in front of you, pretty close to each other, okay? You can have a little bit wider stance so you can hike in between your legs. You're gonna always start with your chest out, your spine aligned, chin facing forward. You're gonna hike them back the same way you do with the swing, and then you're gonna cock them up into a loaded upright position like this. Boom, boom. Now when I get up here, I don't want my wrists weak. I wanna be strong here, okay? So from right here, we're just doing 5 squats. You're just keeping these weights loaded up on your shoulders. You're squatting down, the exact same form that you did for the goblet squats, it's just twice as heavy. So we're just doing 5 of those for now. None of this should be excruciatingly painful. When you're done, swing them, set them. Stand up with good form. All right, single leg deadlift is the next one, okay? This is with 1 kettlebell. So what you're gonna do, set the kettlebell in front of you. Whatever hand you're picking it up, the opposite foot is what's gonna be grounded, okay? So pick it up with 2 hands to start. Bend down, pick it up, transfer to 1 hand, transfer to 1 leg. So now I'm balancing right here. You can use your other hand here if you need it, okay? From the side, my knee is slightly bent right here, okay? This is a better angle because it'll show you that as I go down, my spine stays aligned and my rear leg comes up to form like a T kind of. All right, you good? Form like a T. Boom. All the way down. Now once I get to the bottom, I fire my hamstring and my glute, boom, to pull me all the way back up to the top. So this is a little bit of a balance exercise. So looks like this. All the way down, all the way up. Slowly down, fire, smooth up. Again, glutes at the top. You're finishing in a strong position. Down, boom. Just doing 5, then switching. Other side, load the weight, arm out. The other leg comes up so that your spine can stay aligned on the way down. Boom. You do not want this shoulder hanging or your back arched. You want to keep the posture here. Okay? So, coming down, squeeze to come up. Finish strong at the top. Form is the most important thing that we're working on. We don't have super heavy weights. Third leg exercise, Belgian split squat. You got a bench, so you'll use that. You pick up your weights, good form, come over, place 1 foot, a foot and a half, 2 feet in front of the bench. Put the other foot back on top of the bench. Shoulders out, always. Shoulders back, chest out. Not tight, still relax. Just with good form. We're gonna go down to at least 90 degrees, knee over foot, and then we're gonna fire up, okay? And we'll switch. Do the same thing. Just letting these weights hang. You shouldn't be tense up. You should just be relaxed with good posture. Any tenseness, if you're putting any tension anywhere, think about putting that into, with these exercises, into your glutes, and your hamstrings, so you're firing the right muscles. We're working legs, we're holding on to the weight with our upper body. We want our legs doing the work, not our upper body, okay? That's Monday. Wednesday, start with the same thing. 15 swings, but we're doing wide grip pull-ups. So come over here. So this is your warm-up, 15 and 5, 3 sets. Okay, so your pull-ups are this way, wide grip, okay?
We turn off the light, it's glared. Yeah.
Better? Hanging, I want you to do all the way hang. Now, the first motion on these pull-ups isn't arm pulling you up this way. It's actually your lats. These are your biggest muscle group that you're gonna be using for the pull-ups. You're using your back. So the first motion should feel like you're doing this. And your head's going back. You're activating your lats, your abs, your core, and then you're pulling this way. We're not under the bar pulling ourselves up. We're pulling ourselves with our lats away from the bar and then up. It's harder at first, but you're using the right muscle groups. So hang and look at the first thing, boom, that's the first motion. If you just need to do this a few times to get that, so that then when you start to fire, your lats are the thing pulling you, not your arms, your lats, boom, all the way up. Pull it so that you're pulling up this part of your chest, not just getting your chin. Try to pull, boom, like that. 5 pull-ups. 15 swings at the 3, okay. Strict hang cleans. So this is back. We're working a little bit of trapping with this too. That's part of your back, okay? So your strict hang cleans are, you're gonna pick this up, you're gonna put it in one arm, and you've already kind of done these a little bit, but your thumb in, I left my thumb in anyway. With no weight, I'm starting this motion with this trap, raising this arm. After that, then I fire this bicep, which raises this elbow, okay? So I'm coming up this way, okay? Like my thumb is zipping up my coat, boom. That's how I fire, right here. Now once I'm as high as I can get it, I rotate. As I rotate, I drop my elbow, and I collect that kettlebell with a strong wrist, right here, okay? So, boom. Same way down, pulling up. You don't want wham, right? You want it rotating and you're catching. Boom. Switch, 5 on the other side. Strong wrist at the top. Let it back down, okay? Okay, then we're doing bent over rows. Okay, so for bent over rows, I'll do it from this angle. Place them shoulder width apart, take a step back. Again, always hinge these hips when you're going down. I don't care what exercise you're doing. Never curve the back, let the shoulders go. Everything we're doing, we're gonna go down by hinging our hips, keeping our spine aligned, keeping our chest out, picking these up, okay? So for this one, we're gonna be hanging the weight a little bit in front of us. So when we pick it up, it's gonna be like this, and then we're pulling our elbows back, again, firing those lats first, okay? Boom. Slow down, 2. Slow down, 3. Slow down, okay? That's bent over rows. Close grip chin-ups. Back over to the bar. This is working your bicep more, so this is more arm, less back. We don't need to go all the way together, but you know, maybe 6 to 8 inches apart right here so that you're a little bit closer. This is a bicep exercise. Same idea, you know, coming up this way, going all the way down. You can still think about firing those lats first to get that alignment, okay? All right, so that's back Wednesday. Okay, so Friday we're doing chest. We got swings for 15, handlebar push-ups for 10. I want you using these kettlebells to do your push-ups now, okay? So, I like them a little bit in, like this. When I grip, that alignment works well for me. I'm always trying to preserve my shoulders. Most of this is like therapeutic stuff for me. It's not necessarily like huge muscle building. It's longevity, right? So for me, if my hands are a little bit like this, I just feel a little stronger, a little more aligned. I've had shoulder problems. Okay, so come down, grip those. Now, on these push-ups, I don't want you pushing this way or this way with the elbows out. I want your hands and your elbows in and your hands to be coming down to your chest right here and then pressing up. Slow down, controlled, deep breath in, by the way. It's another thing. We'll talk about breathing in a sec. Blow out, push up, okay? So I'm here. When I take up my form for the push-up, I'm on my toes. I actually want a little bit of a hollow core here. And I get that by tightening my abs and tightening my glutes and tightening my hamstrings. All of that's active. While I'm doing push-ups, my whole lower body is active and my core is active. And then I'm slowly coming down, like my forehead's gonna touch the mat first. That's what keeps that hollow core. And then when I'm down here at the bottom, pressing up. It's a little bit of a balance because you got these kettlebells, so it's gonna work your muscles a little bit differently, a little bit more applicable for jiu-jitsu and real life stuff. Okay, so slowly down, elbows in, not out. Slowly down, hands to the chest, down here, slight hollow core, everything's tight, boom, explode up. Slowly down, boom, explode up. I'm not giving you huge numbers. Reason is because I want you working form, and I want you working explosiveness. I don't want your last rep to be, oh, I barely got it. I want your last one to be like, okay, that was kind of hard. And then you should be able to talk. Like I'm talking while I'm doing this. Shouldn't be like everything we're doing, we want our heart rate steady so our nervous system can be activated at its highest capacity. When you blow out your lungs and you blow out your muscles and then you force in that very last one, your form goes down. You're teaching your nervous system some bullshit where it's doing all this. And it's like, where do I fire? What do I do? Everything we're doing is a little bit lower rep for the form, for the explosiveness, and for the breathing, okay? So anytime we're doing any of this stuff, we want to make sure we breathe at least once in between reps. Typically, you're breathing in as you're descending, like if it's a squat. Now I'm at the bottom and I gotta push. I can hold it for a second, push, and then when I need it, and fire up. Same thing with the pull-up. I'm here, I wanna go. Deep breath, pull. I'm part of the way up, I wanna use that breath. If I want another one. Okay, so apply the breathing to everything that we're doing. Push-ups, pull-ups, squats, all that stuff. The breathing, the exhale happens, think of it like an extra boost of energy, like a nitro you're hitting. When you're at the end of that rep and you don't want to do that thing, you just want to poo through it. Use that breath to get through it, okay? All right, now we're doing the swings and the handlebar push-ups back to back. Then we're getting into our chest workout. So the first one is kettlebell chest press, okay? So I'm gonna take your kettlebells. You're gonna sit between them. Turn this way. You're gonna curl them up into a strong wrist position. You're gonna keep them down by your thumbs by your nipples. You're gonna plant your feet. You're gonna activate your glutes. You're gonna tighten your shoulder blades together. See that? So when I went up, my shoulder blades tightened, okay? So now I'm squeezing my glutes. I got my elbows on the ground, and you notice my hands are now actually close to my body. So it's not like a traditional one where you're only getting part of the muscle group. When you come up like this, you get more of that muscle group, okay? Because you get more range of motion out of the lift. So now from here, we're just gonna be pushing straight up. It's gonna feel kind of like a decline bench press is what this feels like. Elbows in again, okay? Keep those elbows in, come down slow, boom, press up, slow, breath, breathe, keeping the glutes activated. You're gonna be like this when you start getting tired. No, keep those tight. Okay, you're done with those, set them down. You'll feel it with those. We're doing 10, you'll feel that pretty good. I gave you a pretty good chest workout because you already had incline, flat bench, push-ups. So out of all this, I tried to keep the chest like going pretty good for you. So, all right, next one, I saw you were doing skull crushers, probably with dumbbells. Switch it up. Let's put those in with the kettlebells. Now I want this on my head, right? Again, I'm not gonna twist over and lift it up on my head. I'm moving my whole body to get this thing, and then I'm coming back this way, okay? I just loaded that with no effort, no back, no nothing, okay? I want this like I'm holding onto a bowling ball right here. I'm gonna push up, I'm gonna come back, same way that you do your other skull crushers, probably. You're gonna keep your elbows in the same spot. You're gonna focus on just the radius and the ulna, not the humerus moving, coming down to the skull and then pushing up, boom, like this. Slow down, boom, push up. I don't ever do these, but I know you're working your triceps, so it's skull crushers. Now look how I set this down. I don't just move it, put my shoulder in a weird position, twist my back. I'm framed right here. I'm shifting everything. I'm setting it down without compromising any of my body parts. If I want to pick this up, I'm going to come towards it. I'm going to come this way, okay? This is how we treat these kettlebells. Okay, swing clean press, okay? So you had like some shoulder stuff on your back day or something. If you want to put shoulder stuff in, we'll put that on a chest day because, you know, when you're doing push-ups, you're working your chest and your shoulders. Same thing as incline and decline. You're getting different angles of your chest and your shoulder. So above the head press kind of goes with the top of the chest, top of the shoulder. So we're going to put shoulders and chest on the same day. All right, so what I want is I want you getting this triangle, coming down. We're going to hike it and swing it to our position. That way we're not killing our back and bicep because we just did those a couple days ago. We're just kind of swinging into the position and then we're focusing on the shoulder press going up, okay? So we're going to swing it into a clean. So this shouldn't take any energy. You should just be popping up. It's just hip, okay? Now I'm up here. Now from right here, depending on where you're at with strength, if you need a little help, you can kind of, boom, come up this way. If you can get it strict, just do it strict. Both are good, okay? We're gonna move you up to heavier weight once you're more comfortable, and then the heavier weight, you'll use a little bit of momentum, and the lighter weight, you'll probably go more strict. So you can play with that. Now, I wanna do my other side, right? So I'm gonna come down to a swing, up to a switch swing, into another swing, and then I'll be on the other side, okay? So, boom, switch, boom, cock it up here. Now I'm in my strong wrist position again. I can do my press, back down, swing, hips, swing, hips, boom, okay? Swing, hips, boom, and then swing and down, good form, and we're done. Okay, that's it.